bit more of the letter of St. Polycarp to the Philippians. Let us run in faith and holiness. That's the heading. I appeal now to every one of you who hear and obey the call of holiness, and to exercise the same perfect fortitude that you have seen with your own eyes in the blessed Ignatius and Rufus and Zosimus, and not in them alone, but in a number of your own townsmen as well, to say nothing of St. Paul himself and the other apostles. Be very sure that the course of these men was not run in vain, but faithfully and honourably, and that they have now reached a well-earned place at the side of the Lord, whose pains they shared. Their hearts were not set on this world of ours, but on him who died for our sakes, and was raised up again for us by God the Father. Stand firm then in these ways, taking the Lord for our example. Be fixed and unshaken in your faith. Care for each other with a brother's love, and make a common cause for the truth. Give way to one another in the Lord's own spirit of courtesy, treating one another as inferior, treating no one as inferior. When it is in your power to do a kindness, never put it off to another day, for charity is death's reprieve. Let everyone respect his neighbour's rights, so that the heathen may have no occasion to find fault with your way of life. By so doing, you will not only earn approval for the good that you do, but you will avoid bringing the Lord into disrepute. Woe betide anyone who does bring the Lord into disrepute. So impress upon everyone that they who are to be sober and sensible as you and are yourselves. My heart is sore for Valens, sometime one of your clergy, that he should have so little understanding of the office that was conferred upon him. It moves me to warn you earnestly against any excessive fondness for money, and to insist upon your absolute probity and integrity. You must keep yourselves from the slightest taint of wrong. If a man has no control over himself in matters of this sort, how can he possibly preach it to someone else? If he fails to rise above the love of money, he will find himself corrupted by the worship of his idol, and be classed with the heathen who know nothing of divine judgment. Do we not know, St. Paul says, that it is God's people who are to judge the world? I am not saying that I have seen or heard anything of the sort among you. You with whom the blessed Paul laboured, and who were his letters of commendation in those early days, and of whom he made his boast in all those churches where alone God was then known, in the time before we ourselves had received the knowledge of him. I feel the deepest sorrow for that man and his wife. May the Lord grant them real repentance. You too, for your part, must not be over severe with them, for people of that kind are not to be looked on as enemies. You have to restore them like parts of your own person that are ailing and going wrong, so that the whole body can be maintained in health. Do this, You will be promoting your own spiritual welfare at the same time. There, Blessed Polycarp.